look forward to better days. Hello, I'm Jennifer Bell, and today's video is just about, if you're having a hard time with something in your life, just, basically just look forward to better days ahead. Whether you're having parenting struggles or, health struggles, or really there's like so many different kinds of struggles, work struggles, relationship struggles. There's really nothing to do but just hope for the best, and just believe that things are going to be better. Stressing out isn't going to change the situation. Especially if you have like anxiety, and that just definitely, that comes automatic. You just always worrying, no matter whether it's something good or something bad, or just non-stop struggle every day. And really it's just not going to make the situation any better. It's just going to make things worse, because you're worrying about something you can't control. And just waking up each day doing the best you can. Relationship struggles, you just wake up and just try and love the person even more the next day the best you can. Obviously if you're in a really bad situation, you don't want to stay, being in an abusive relationship and stuff like that. Never devalue yourself to feel like you have to stay. Because if they're treating you bad and they're telling you they love you, those two things don't coincide. They don't match up, So obviously, just start finding some value in yourself, that you deserve better. Fine, you might have to raise kids yourself or figure out things yourself, but just find whatever program. If you gotta move across country to start over, then you do that. I know some of the shelters aren't always, some of them can kind of be sketchy. Just never stop searching for a better option. Obviously you want to keep yourself safe, you want to keep your kids safe, and just don't ever feel like you have to be stuck there. I know that leaving is the most dangerous time for a lot of people, but they're going to end up moving on to somebody else. They're going to have a new victim, and sooner or later they'll forget about you once they've hooked their claws into somebody else. If it's work struggles, you don't have to stay there. You can always sit there and move up at a totally new career. You shouldn't have to sit there and stay at a job where they're making you feel like you're just never doing enough. You're not, I don't know, like, no matter how hard you work, you'll never get promoted. You'll never have, you feel like you're never going to have the lifestyle that you want. So leave. There's plenty other careers out there. There's like a billion other careers, whether you got to go to college or for one, or whether you want to work from home for one, work for yourself. And that's another thing, is just having some value in yourself and deciding that you want to work for somebody that's going to appreciate you. Kind of do research. If you have friends that's working somewhere, see how hard it'd be for them to help you get in. If you see that they're having a lot of employee appreciations and stuff like that, try and see how you can get in. What's another thing? Just like lifestyle struggles. If you're tired of something happening in your life, then if you gotta move, if you gotta change relationships, if you gotta change your careers, whatever you gotta do to sit there and get yourself better mentally, you do that. Because honestly, if you're not at 100%, you're not going to be 100% for anybody else either. So you got to make sure you're mentally there. My video yesterday was about mental health and just being kind and stuff, and being kind to yourself. Because I think Kindness Day should be about being kind to yourself too. A lot of times we beat ourselves up about what we're feeling and what we could do better. And the thing is just, loving yourself through all your faults and through all your through all your benefits and stuff like that. And, you know, it's just part of you. If there's something that you can improve, you improve it, obviously. And if there's something that you feel like you can't do any better, then what else can you do, you know? And as far as lifestyle, just, you know, sometimes a move can help wonders. You know, it's scary. You don't know what to expect. You don't know what kind of people you're going to live around. Like, you don't know, just the whole scenery altogether, you know. And, but you'd be surprised, you know, sometimes it could teach you a whole lot of stuff that you never would have learned. You know, even if you got to move back after just a short amount of time, you'd be surprised, like, how much you could learn and take with you when you go back to where you're at, you know, skills or just, like, mentally what you learned. And maybe you'll appreciate your family a little more. You'll appreciate the environment you're in a little bit more. You know, so basically it's just doing whatever's best for you, and just really just valuing yourself, you know. If you're unhappy with something, then change it. You know, it's going to be difficult at first. It's going to be scary, but if you think long term about what you want that's best for yourself, then you decide if it's worth it. You know, you look at the risks and the benefits, and you know, if it's got more benefits, then you want to do it, you know. And so that's basically my story. Yes, I still got some work to do in here, but it's so much brighter in here now. I just gotta figure out something about this light situation. But yes, it looks a whole lot better. I'm not a professional or anything, but just a little sticky brick, you know, because it's kind of a little, it's so dark and dreary with that ugly mint color. It's terrible. I still got some of my kids' art. You know, it's not perfect in here, but it's a start, you know, kind of like making it feel a little bit brighter in here, just so it's not, you know, because mentally some colors just really like drain you, and you just dread going in there just because the color. Like, I need something brighter, and it's like kind of like squishy. It's weird, you know. I kind of did a terrible job with it, but you know, it like really helps walking in here because it's just like so much brighter, and it's just like a nice change, you know. And I mean, it's kind of a mess to take off because I tried sticking it and then re-sticking it, and it was terrible. But you know, that's what scrapers are for. But yeah, so that was my little change. Just because I just walking here, oh, the color was terrible, and we got to do a lot of painting in this house and stuff like that, but we can't afford to right now. Just painting the whole house, so that's kind of like my little change for right now. This is a terrible video. But you know, it's just, life is just about doing what's best for you. Obviously, if it's not benefiting, you know, the ones closest to you, you got to put that into the equation too. You know, if moving somewhere might be bad for someone's health, or, if it's just not as much money, just research somewhere else. You know, and it takes a little work. Sometimes people can just up and move or up and change careers. Sometimes you got to do a little research and just work yourself off of it. But you decide what's best for you. And, you know, you just really got to put yourself first. And, you know, because like I said, you can't really be there 100% for anybody else if you're not there for yourself. You know, and you're not there totally and in just like the best mood possible that you could be. Because in that way you've got enough energy and enough positivity to have it radiate off other people, you know, because like if you're always negative, it's gonna rub off on other people and it's gonna make them negative, and that's just not a cool situation, you know. We definitely need more positivity in the world, and just more brightness. It's like every time you turn around, it's like, you know, some people got, you know, life is just constantly hard for them, and you know, you kind of understand, but it's like some people just kind of like to be negative just for no reason. Don't let them rub off on you. If you're a generally happy person, you know, it's a struggle. Just trying to learn to ignore them, just like road rage and stuff like that, and just like want to snap back at people. You know, you just feel so much better when you don't give them a response. I mean, like a lot of people, it's just yeah, sometimes you feel better giving people the response they deserve, but then like later you're kind of looking like, oh, it's kind of crazy, like, you know. And if you give someone a response and that same response, and then you're kind of like, oh man, I shouldn't have acted like that, like, you know, or they shouldn't have acted like that towards me. They don't know what I'm going through, you know, and just a messy situation. So best thing is just like trying to just learn to just ignore things and just let it roll off you, because fine, if someone else is in a bad mood, they're gonna go find someone else to rub it off onto. So, you know, don't take it personally. That's one thing I gotta work on, is just not taking things so personally. Ooh, yeah, I did not do a good job at all. It's so uneven, but you know, it's an upgrade for me, so I like it. But anyways, you know, just trying to stay more positive and just having that rub off on people, and you'd be surprised, like, it could really rub off on other people. Just like road rage, you know, if someone cuts you off and you just want to, like, lay on the horn and just, like, run them off into a ditch and stuff like that, you know, you don't want to do that. First of all, you don't know if they got kids in the car. Second of all, you don't know if they're, like, super crazy. You know, it's just like learning just to control yourself and just say, you know what, I'm not going to take it personal. It's not necessarily meant towards me. They're just either in a bad mood or they're just a terrible person. But, you know, I'm going to continue to be a good person. And sometimes when you deal with enough negative people, it just really starts eating at you, you know, and you just can't let people do that. You know, we need more good people in this world. My arm, my elbow. So basically, you know, you do whatever's best for you. You know, do whatever's best for your family. If it's just a bad environment, move. Whether it's for living, for work, don't let anyone feel like you owe them staying there. You know, just like, I don't know. It's like I'm trying to teach my daughters, like, you know, they think boys like them and bring them home apples and stuff like that, and just trying to teach them, like, you know, just remember that just because they brought you an apple, that does, you know, calling themselves boyfriend, girlfriend. You do not owe them the title of being a girlfriend just because they brought you a dang apple, you know. Or like, you know, just, and I'm glad because my oldest daughter, she kind of understands that a boyfriend is two different things. There's a boyfriend and there's a boyfriend, you know. And you know, I like that they have their own style and stuff. I'm really proud of them just because they got their own style and stuff like that, and they're not ashamed to go in wearing their style and stuff like that. And they're in a really great school where they don't get bullied, as far as I know. You know, and I'm just really glad, like, I did something right in my parenting journey. You know, and they'll help other students. I get a lot of good reports that they're kind to other students and they're helpful and you know, uplifting and stuff like that. Which my youngest daughter, she kind of has issues because ADHD, but she's came a long way, like a long way. She used to. This girl was like throwing desks and throwing chairs, and now she's made it through the whole day without an issue. And so I'm so proud of her because I know it's a struggle. Like, she used to get phone calls all the time, you know, and I'd have to go up there, I'd have to talk to her and stuff like that. And she's a really good girl. It's just like trying to deal with that, trying to deal with her, you know, because the IEP kind of helped her regulate her emotions a little bit better. And that's one thing I think I've said it before. I'm just really grateful for the opportunity for IEP. Just because it's helped her control her behavior, kind of like last a little bit longer. Where it's like, you know, I used to just kind of like hope that she at least make it a few hours, but now she's making it the whole school day. That's like a big deal, you know, for a 10-year-old and stuff like that. And so I'm really proud of her. And you know, they're really good girls. They're nice to everybody, even when people aren't always nice to them. And you know, so I'm trying to teach them about you know, just realizing, like, if people aren't you know, you don't want to let people wear out your niceness, you know what I mean? And so I'm trying to work on them, and they're kind of starting to get it, so that's good. You know, just realizing that not all people out there are good people. And that's one thing we got to teach our kids too, is unfortunately, you know, you want to be a good person, but you got to kind of pick and choose. Sometimes you just got to let go of people and not even bother with them no more. So that way you're not like holding resentment and being mean towards them and stuff like that. You know, you don't want a toxic person to turn you toxic. But they're doing really good, and so that's, you know, one thing I kind of feel like I'm putting out in the universe is at least raising two good girls, where they're going to learn to not put up with no BS. But yes, so that's basically my thing is just, respecting yourself, respecting other people. You know, you obviously don't want to let the bad people turn you bad. Sometimes they might not be meaning to, but it just happens. And just stay the good person you are. Stay on the path to your goals. Don't be afraid to leave. Even though it might be hard, you love somebody or love the place you're in, but if it's just not best for you mentally, financially, then, don't be afraid to leave. Go somewhere else. Try something new. You'll be surprised, like, just how much good, even like just mentally, it's just like try a totally different, like moving from like the Midwest to the Pacific, just getting that different air and the different people and different lifestyle and stuff like that. And then if you do decide to go back, it's just like a totally different thing. It just really gives you a different perspective. So, basically that. I hope you all enjoy your day. If you want to subscribe, that'd be great. I appreciate it. I'll give you a free ebook, 5 ways to get your mailing list started for subscribing. And it's absolutely free, like no weird stuff. If you want to comment, ask questions, if you want to like it, and I'm also on Facebook, Bell Marketing. Twitter is JenBell84 and Instagram is Jennifer A. Bell7 with dots in between. Just hit me up on one of those. I like to follow people. I like to subscribe back and stuff like that. We all can learn something from each other. And that's it. That's just my little tidbit for today. Hopefully you learned something. Hopefully you liked it. I still gotta kind of learn how to like add the effects and the music and stuff like that. But I'm just like really putting myself out there and trying to get out of my comfort zone by doing these videos. So it's like, this is a big deal for me. I know they're not like super exciting like some of the, main YouTubers and stuff like that, but I'm going to get there. Just have faith in me. I got faith in myself. I'm going to get there. This is still like step 1 for me. So I'm really proud of myself. I'm even doing these videos because I'm not like this type of video, like doing videos like my family, doing fun stuff. That's one thing with like doing these type of videos, YouTube for like the whole world to see. It's like a totally different experience. So, yeah, just cheer me on if you're already doing it. I'll get better, I just like to give my little advice, someone can learn from me. I'm a real person just like everybody else. I go through my problems. I'm not perfect, There's plenty for me to learn, and I'm always willing to learn. So just hit me up on one of those. And happy Thursday, Friday, tomorrow. Actually, in like 2 minutes, if that. Almost the weekend. So let's get ready, y'all. Bye. Have a good night. Good morning, whatever it is. Oh, yeah, and I'm Jennifer Bell. I don't remember if I said that.